Hello everyone, I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am the author of Running, Maximize Performance and Minimize Injuries. Thank you for viewing today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report. Please feel free to visit my website, championshipchiropractic.com, where you can get additional information on the book and you can connect with me on other social media platforms. Please enjoy this sports medicine video. On today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report, I'm going to be covering the advanced BOSU Ball exercises. I am going to be describing the BOSU Ball squat. Squatting is a fundamental exercise that works a large number of muscles and a large number of joints. You have to build up to BOSU Ball squats. You have to be able to do squats on the flat surface. You have to have the foot strength, the ankle stability, the ankle strength, the knee strength, the hip strength, the back strength, and the balance before you can move to the BOSU Ball. You also have to be able to do the basic BOSU Ball exercises, which I described in my basic BOSU Ball exercises sports medicine report, and you have to be able to do the intermediate BOSU Ball exercises. Do not jump on the BOSU Ball and try to do squats before you have mastered the basic and the intermediate exercises. Please do yourself a big favor. Work very hard at the basic exercises. Once you have mastered those, then advance to the intermediate exercises. Once you have mastered those, then you can progress to the advanced BOSU Ball exercise. You can advance to the squat. Now the squat, like I said, it's a fundamental exercise and it works a large number of muscles and it works a large number of joints. It works the entire kinetic chain from the bottom of the feet all the way up. You are going to have to work very hard to keep your form perfect. Your form is extremely important. Also, you want to make sure that you work through a pain-free range of motion. Just like any other exercise, work through that pain-free range of motion. If pain starts to occur, then you want to stop before that point and return to the starting position. When you are doing the BOSU Ball squat, like I said, form is extremely important. You want to make sure that your knees and your feet always stay in line with each other. When you're doing a BOSU Ball squat, most likely you're going to have to take a narrower stance than you would when you were doing the squat down on the floor. And that's fine because you're just going to target the muscles a little bit differently. But you still want to maintain that proper lower body positioning where the knees and the feet are pointing in the same direction. You don't want the knees caving in into a valgus collapse. You don't want the knee moving outwards. You want to keep that perfect positioning. Whenever you squat, you want to squat down as if you were sitting on a chair behind you. So the pelvis and the butt are going to move backwards, and you may need to have your arms out to the side or out to the front to maintain that good positioning, and that's okay. Once you are able to do a couple repetitions, then you can learn how to balance with the arms in a variety of positions, and it's going to help you a great deal. When you are doing the BOSU Ball squat, you can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands down by your side, the arms out in front, the arms out to the side, and even the arms up overhead. You want to start with the basic exercise and then build the basic squat and then build up from there. But your form needs to be flawless. And again, work through a pain-free range of motion. The squat is an excellent exercise, but it's not an exercise for everybody. If you have difficulty with your knees, then this may be tough for you. This may be an exercise where you just do a few inches of the squat, or you may need to have the BOSU Ball next to something and hold on to a sturdy pole while you're doing the squat, and that's okay, because the BOSU Ball squat, like I said, it's going to strengthen the entire kinetic chain. One thing that I want to say about the BOSU Ball squat I haven't said yet is that if you have a weak point, you will and you don't know about it, you will discover it when you're doing the BOSU Ball squats. Say your right hamstring may be weak, or you lack the flexibility in the Achilles tendon on either side, You will find that out when you do the BOSU Ball squat, because this works the entire kinetic chain. Kinetic chain is how the body works together as a unit. BOSU Ball squat is a great exercise. Like I said, it's a fundamental exercise done on the BOSU ball, done on the unstable surface, which adds to the intensity of the ball. It's going to help to add strength to the lower extremity. It's going to help to add stability to the lower extremity. It's a great exercise for the feet and for your ankles, for your thighs. It's going to help the entire lower extremity. When you are rehabbing and you are doing the squat, again, you better make sure that you build up to the squat. You have to progress in very small increments. This exercise is going to help you a great deal in strengthening your feet and strengthening the ankles, providing stability in the ankles. Like I said, if you're recovering from an injury or if you are trying to prevent an injury, this is an exercise that's going to help you a great deal. Please do yourself a big favor. Learn how to do the basic BOSU ball exercises, then advance to the intermediate BOSU ball exercises. Then you can go to the BOSU ball squat. When you are performing any type of exercise, you want to be dressed appropriately. As you can tell, I am in my professional clothes at my office, so I am not dressed for exercise. But I do have my dress shoes off, and I will be constantly pulling up my pant legs so I'm not stepping on my dress pants. And then I have the top button on my collar unbuttoned just so I can move freely. These pants and this shirt are not tight, so I will be able to squat with no problem. But I do recommend that you squat in more appropriate workout clothes. When you are doing the BOSU ball squat, I always like to tell people to be in stocking feet. Shoes are great. We always need our shoes when we are doing certain exercises, but when you're on the BOSU ball, remember, we're training our feet and we're training our ankles and the entire chain from the feet all the way up the lower extremity to the spine. So being in our stocking feet helps with that. Now, when you're in the starting position, I'm going to step off for a second. You step back on and just get your balance on the ball. When you are squatting from the BOSU ball, your stance is most likely going to be more narrow than it would be if you were squatting on the floor. So you want to get your balance, make sure that your knees and your feet are in line. You do not want to have the knees collapsing in or outwards, so try to keep them in line with the feet. When you squat down, you want to imagine that you are sitting on a chair behind you, or moving into that motion as if you're sitting in a chair behind you. When you're squatting on the BOSU ball, you may want to use different arm positions. I like to have my arms out in front for balance, and you always want to work through a pain-free range of motion. Now, my first couple reps, they're not going to be very deep. As you can see, I am just working through a small range of motion, getting my body adapted to the unstable surface. And then as I continue, the motion gets a little bit deeper. And when you're on the ball, like I mentioned before, if you have a weak spot, you will feel it. And it's going to train that area really well. You want to start with the appropriate number of repetitions that you can do with good technique and build up to 15. If you need to, take a break at the top, get your balance. Oh, like on that one, I start to lose it, so I stopped. And then come back up. You can use different arm positions where you have your hands on the hips. Oh, I got to get up and get my balance. Get balanced on the ball and use different arm positions when you squat. This is an advanced BOSU ball exercise. You want to make sure, and I know I've said this several times throughout this video, that you master the basic BOSU ball exercises and then the intermediate BOSU ball exercises before you try the BOSU ball squat, which is an advanced BOSU ball exercise. Thank you for viewing today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report on advanced BOSU Ball exercises. The BOSU Ball is an extremely valuable tool to help you to build strength and stability and balance. Use it properly. Please build up from the basic exercises to the immediate exercises to the advanced exercises. You will do yourself a big favor. This is going to help you to improve your performance in other sports. It's going to help you to prevent injuries, and it's going to help you to rehabilitate injuries. The BOSU Ball squat is a fantastic exercise. Use it to your advantage. Utilize this BOSU Ball to your advantage. It will help you a great deal. Thank you for viewing today's episode of Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report. I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am the author of Running Maximize Performance and Minimize Injuries. Please feel free to give me a thumbs up and like this video. Also, if you have questions, feedback, or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you want to, do yourself a big favor and subscribe to my YouTube page. Dr. Ozello's Sports Medicine Report is published every Thursday. I cover a new injury or a body part or a different exercise every Thursday. Also, I do another course or another video class called 2 Minutes of Anatomy. Every Monday and every Friday, I publish a new video where I am giving a 2-minute anatomy lesson. So please subscribe to my YouTube page. Again, I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for viewing today's episode, and always remember, train hard, train smart, stay injury-free, and accomplish your goals.